Hi, I'm Carolyn.
And I'm Anna.
And we're two sisters who love handcrafting and figuring things out.
Well, hello again. We're back to our 2-week schedule, feeling like
Feels
we're
good.
back in the rhythm of things.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, welcome. It is Sunday, September 7th, and this is our 2025. I'm trying to remember the year. And this is our 76th episode.
Yeah, feels good. We have a beautiful day. I'm starting to feel a little, even though it was warm, like a little bit of fall in the air.
I was just thinking that.
Maybe the sun isn't quite as strong or something.
Or the breeze is just a little cooler.
It's feeling great. So this episode, we are just in high gear getting ready for the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit in Portland.
We finally know how to say it.
I think that's it, right?
It's starting to roll off my tongue.
Yep. It's hosted by Acorns and Threads, and the host designers or the featured designers are Gigi of the Artsy Housewife and Krista West of Avliva. I gotta get it right. Avlia. Bogart. I don't know whatever. Avlia. I'm gonna really work on that. I'm gonna have
we
it.
can double check. We can watch your videos.
Even though we're filming on Sunday, by the time this is released on Thursday, Anna and I will be at the airport going to Portland. So please think about us as we're approaching our very, very first retreat. I think that's the thing. Just one quick thing also before we start. I don't know about you, Anna. I loved seeing everybody's emojis.
Yes.
It was great. Some people did different things. Some people did the champagne glasses. Some people did the upside down smiley face.
This is from the comments from last video.
Yeah. From the last video. My sister-in-law was so cute. I think she watches on TV. She goes, I don't know how to give you an emoji on YouTube. So she texted us the emoji. It was really, really cute. It was fun. So thank you, everybody that did that.
Yeah, it was sort of like, it had this feeling of like, it's great to be back and great to be reconnecting with everyone.
It felt festive for some reason. So thank you.
Good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, a couple of FlossTubers do that, and I kind of like it. They're always like, hey, if you're here at the end, put the blah blah emoji. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm here at the end. I'm going to give you the tomato emoji or the flamingo dancing emoji. So, all right, you want to do our toast? Zip right into that?
Yeah. Why don't you start and I'll offer the toast.
So just Anna and I, one of our things when we started our FlossTube is we're like, let's just enjoy our FlossTubing time together and being part of the community, and let's not think about numbers. And we try to do that, but YouTube is always, no matter what, it's always flashing numbers in front of your face. So we just hit a milestone recently with our subscribers. So we're at 5,000, a little bit over 5,000 subscribers. So
right. So we want to offer a toast to the flourishing cross-stitch community and all the different ways we have with connecting with each other, including making FlossTubes and watching FlossTubes.
That's right.
And commenting and getting to know each other that way.
And different ways of participating. So we're just toasting you all and the community. We're drinking some Sculpin, which is a great West Coast IPA. It's about the size beer that's like perfect for me.
Perfect. In fact, we were both at the Bay FC women's soccer game last night, sitting with different groups of people, and I missed you so much because we usually share a beer and share a kettle corn. I got a beer and a kettle corn, and I had so much of each of them left. I'm like, I need Carolyn.
You know what I do now when I buy a beer? It's such an old lady of me, but I'm in. I'll go, I'm paying for the whole beer, but will you just please pour me half? Because it's like a big 16-ounce beer, and to be honest, like 8 ounces is plenty. And they always go, really? I'm like, really?
Yeah. Well, I went to the 7-Eleven section, that those big refrigerators. And so I had a can. Yeah. I had like 2/3 left by the... Anyway, okay, we digress. Also to celebrate our
milestone,
we want to give away a, what did we say, $50?
$50
gift certificate to Hillside Rookery. We didn't think of a word. What do we want to say? What do we say, milestone?
I think we should say milestone.
Okay.
And this is one time we really like whenever we're doing any kind of fun giveaway to be inclusive, but I think because we really are celebrating that milestone of 5,000 subscribers, should we have that person be a subscriber?
Sure.
Okay. We're going to have it open to subscribers. So we're going to do that and just use the word milestone. And we'll pick in our next video, and then we'll arrange to get you that $50 gift certificate from Hillside Rookery, one of our favorite online stores, curated by one of our favorite online people.
And in person.
Oh, in person too. Let's start with one work in progress from Anna, and then we're diving all into our retreat prep. So
Yes.
Anna, tell us about your work in progress.
I have done a smidge of progress, but let's hold it up. On the Black Rooster 1811, which is a mystery sal. With the last segment will be shown next weekend, so it's almost towards the end. And it's by Sue Day. And you just go to that website and take a look. And I have added the things over on this side. So finish the rooster and that berry basket and the start of a couple of other things. And down below here, will you hold that please?
Sure.
There's lots more like flower pots and things down here and a few other animals. And it'll be about that long.
I've seen a lot of these popping up on Instagram, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I remember, Anna, you had been enjoying this orangey red so much you were concerned about some of the other colors coming in, or maybe not concerned is not the right word.
I love the way that color looks on this fabric.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've seen some of the ones that are further along. The colors are spectacular.
Yeah, I think I need a little bit more of this deep blue down here to help balance it a bit. So this has been fun. I realize with any sort of sal, I really enjoy participating in them occasionally, and when my life is sort of regular, I usually can keep up, and I really enjoy keeping up.
Yeah.
But then once my life gets irregular, then like I hesitate to use the words like fall behind or catch up, because then it adds a layer to cross stitching that I don't really enjoy. So I'm just trying to stay out of those feelings and just enjoy working on this sampler.
Okay. One of my sons always says to his daughters, run your own race.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, even though you're participating in a sal, you got to run your own race. But it's been, and what a generous, again, when we're talking about like just different ways people contribute to the cross stitch community and make us feel like one cohesive group. Well, not, you know what I mean. It's just things like that. Somebody that's sharing such a beautiful pattern in a way that's, you know, people are excited about it. It's coming out. There's anticipation. We're working on it together.
Right.
Really nice.
Right.
Building that community. I know. I love
So
this one. I'm the lively alphabet.
That's what you titled our last video, right?
Yeah. Okay, Black Rooster 1811. And as Anna said before, anybody can jump in at any time. I think if you wanted to work through all the installments, and I'll be curious if she publishes like a full-on pattern if you prefer at the end.
I feel like I read somewhere that it will become a pattern that she will sell.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. All right, the rest of the video is really going to be the things, this is what we most have been up to the last couple of weeks, is things that we've been doing to get ready for the retreat.
Yeah, it's been so fun for me. We really spent, I don't think I've stitched on anything else the last couple of weeks. I also had a fun trip halfway through. Then retreat prep, and it's been so fun for me. I feel stress-free. I love what we've been stitching on. It's been really fun. I feel like it's extension of the retreat. Like, because I'm thinking about the retreat, I'm like getting ready for it. It's part of the fun. So instead of just being like a 3-day retreat, I'm like, oh, it's going to be maybe like a 4, who knows how long. And then it will probably continue after working on the projects and everything. We've been working a lot on just making little gifts, and we'll show you those in a minute. But it's making me have a better understanding of the whole idea of a retreat gift. Because as I'm making this, I mean, we don't have one for everybody, but I think the sentiment is for everybody there. It's just this idea of like, hey, I'm really glad you're here at the retreat and that we're all experiencing this together. And here's something I want to share with you. Like, I I kind of feel like the gifts are given. I don't know. That's
I feel
how
very
I'm
similarly.
feeling.
Like, here's a little bit of me for you, and I'm so happy that we're here together.
Yeah.
We'll have enough for everyone at our table and a few extras, and we don't really know how that's all going to pan out, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yep. And even once we run out of gifts, we're so happy for everybody that's going to be there and be part together for that. How about you? What are you feeling about?
Very similar. It's starting to feel really real, like we're leaving in less than a week, and I know, in general, I like the anticipatory mode before a big event, a trip or anything. I don't know, like making a little list of things to pack and kind of imagining what it's going to be like. I don't really describe myself as an introvert, but I'm a little bit shy. So for me, it's like, I'm very glad I'm going with you. So there's a piece of me that's like, I'm not sure what it's going to be like.
I like that.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I'm excited to
Well, we're
to
different
see.
that way, I think. Like,
We also got I think we said this before, this is our first retreat. So even though we've heard about a lot of them, we've never experienced one ourselves, but they sent out a little like, hey, here's what we're going to be doing during the day. It's just a rough agenda. And it's such a good pace. There's lots of time, they say, just built in for stitching, settling in a little. So I don't think it's going to be a really super fast like pace. And I feel like there's going to be plenty of time for stitching and chit-chatting and just relaxing. And I'm hoping too, because like I'm also a person, I need like sometimes alone time to recharge, or like with you it's considered alone time. So but there's plenty of time like in the schedule, like if you needed to go for an hour and go for a walk or just do that.
yeah, I know I'm going to have to get outside a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel the same way when I read through the schedule. I'm like, oh yeah, there's breathing room in there.
So really, really, really excited about that. So some of the things, Anna had this brilliant idea.
And we're going to get room service coffee one morning.
Really?
Well, you want to get it up and
I
out.
want to get up and out and like go to coffee shop or something, but that's okay.
We can do different things.
Different things. Yeah, we can do that. Maybe I'll make a new friend. I'll be like, will you have coffee with me? Anna's having room service. And Anna will be like, hey, does anybody want to come up to the room and have room service coffee with us?
I've checked the price first too.
Yeah, that's right.
When there's free coffee in the lobby.
So Anna had a brilliant idea about one of the possible gifts that we could give. Our big idea is that we're going to have this just a sort of a basket of choose your own adventure, choose your own stitcher's choice. What would you like? And we'll have a variety of different things in little bags, and you can pick something if you would like to pick something. So she had this idea of doing, you have yours too, and I know I have one over there, sorry, I forgot to bring it over, of making little needle cards. And they're stitched, I'll show you a few of mine, then show her. They're stitched on perforated paper. So here's one, this is from Heartstring Samplers design. So we're stitched on perforated paper, and then a piece of felt goes on the back, and it's machine stitched on. And then we put the needles on. And there's something about this felt, it feels almost plush. The stitching, for most of ours, we put just a single stitch border all the way around, and then we stitched right in the ditch along that border. And Anna had all our threads matching, where the thread on the top matched the perforated paper and the thread on the back. So that just does something.
I showed these last week, but they weren't trimmed and sewn, and I put them in little bags already. So just very similar. I took a bunch of mine from the floral motif sampler from the Scarlet House.
Really cute.
I like that one.
Yeah. Here's some more I have from the Woodland collection. A hedgehog and an owl with the felt on the back. And then I had a great time.
See the black.
Oh yeah. I pulled a bunch of designs out of Krista West's folk embroidery book. So this was just a little border that she had.
Look at that pop.
The turquoise.
I might pick one of
on
those.
the back. I know. I love this was one. The slightly brown, Anna and I tea dyed some white. This was an 18 count perforated paper.
I love that color felt.
The turquoise. I know the turquoise is really nice. It's another one. This is on a black 14 count.
Yeah, the pink looks great on the black.
I really like stitching on the black with the red. And then this one is also on the black 14 count, also from Krista's book. And even when you almost can't see it, but this one I outlined in a very dark charcoal because I liked having that outline to stitch against.
Yes.
And I think it finishes it off. So
because remember, a few of mine didn't have the outline, and you said something like, "Didn't you outline them?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
You want to show a few more?
It's okay, because I showed them last week.
Okay.
But that's
So
So when you put them all together,
I know.
I'm like, okay, we have a little bundle.
No, and I have one more I'm stitching. It's a pumpkin. just like, I want to do something seasonal. So I wanted to share a little bit about our process. I posted it on Instagram yesterday, and some people were like, oh, can you talk a little bit more about what we did? So we had our perforated paper, and we had a couple that we did. This was an 18 count. An 18 count perforated paper only comes in white. So Anna and I followed a little YouTube video from somebody, and we tea-dyed it, which is really, really easy to do.
I'm going to do that with students. I think I'm going to do a cross-stitching class soon here in the fall.
And I'm now curious to try some different inks to do some more different
Yeah, I might
colors.
need to get some magenta ink for 6th graders.
And then we also had this black one. I actually picked it up from Acorns and Threads this summer. And this, feel it almost like a little, it feels more like a coating on that.
It feels really, I'm surprised how different it feels. In fact, it almost feels slightly tacky.
It does feel tacky. And it was interesting. I did a bunch on a black, and then I
Look at
came
the
back
back.
to white.
So that has been sprayed with something.
Yeah,
for sure.
You're right. So it feels a little tacky. So I don't know. I haven't tried any of the other color perforated papers. So it's just the perforated paper. And then Anna has this really beautiful selection of just really high quality felts. And she said she got these at Needle Studio, but you don't remember the brand.
No, it's a brand I've seen in a bunch of stores where you make little felt ornaments and animals and things. And this actually was a packet to go with a bunch of Christmas ornaments.
And of course, she's nicely shared them.
Of course, shared supplies.
So that's all it was, is we stitched them and then put them down, and we both just, you're just a little bit more adept at your sewing machine, and I just FaceTime her yesterday. I'm like, wait, how do you do this? And just set the stitch length to hit the holes in the perforated paper. I stitched really slowly. And then Anna made the recommendation. I was like, how do you knot it? So she said, start on the side, and then when you come back to where you started, just overlap about 4 stitches.
Yeah,
as a
I
way
don't
to
think it's really
secure
going to
it.
come out, or if it does.
But that was great, because before I was trying to like start and stop. So just a couple tips, and then we put the needles on the back. I'm ready to go.
Plus, these are, I think there's something about the perforated paper and the size. They're just like these teeny, like they'll last for however long they last.
Right.
They're not,
Right.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, I
It's
think,
almost like a little installation or something.
yeah, they're not precious. They're like they're a little bit ephemeral. Like take it, enjoy it, put it in your bag. You don't need to be
It's
careful
dusty
with
at the
it.
park, no big deal.
Right. I also thought this would just be a fun way if you just wanted to send a little something to somebody, even if you don't put needles in it. It's just this great little card, and once you put the
Yes.
felt on the back, it feels really cool.
It will fit right in an envelope.
You can put it in an envelope, prop it up. It's just a little decoration.
Yeah, we've had a ton of fun making them. So
Yes.
highly recommend it. If you're interested at all, give it a go.
Yes. And then the other thing I was doing is I've been making some decorative pins. And again, stitching these on perforated paper and putting the felt on the back as well. So I have this one. And this came, this one came from a Hands-On Designs. And this was just a little adaptation from something that I, again, found in Krista West's book
I like that
art.
one a lot.
So I just did the same motif, but in different color variations and design variations. Just have a bunch of these on felt. So Anna, what do you think? Should I put 1 pin per gift package or 2?
I think 1.
1? Okay. So we made those. And these were also really fun to make. I did these on 18 count paper. And then what you do is you cut out the motif, and I use these scissors that Kathy Haberman of Hands-On Design recommended. I'm sorry, I don't have the packaging anymore. I bought them at Lindy Stitches, and they have a very fine serrated edge, which makes it very grippy when you're cutting the paper and gives you a lot of control. So I've really felt those were good. And then what you do is you take one of these big-headed it's a big flower.
Flower bins,
And
yeah.
I just
is what
put glue on the flower and just put it in the middle of my cut motif. And then I put glue on the other side, put a piece of felt on it, and then once it's dried, in fact, I put it under a book to make sure it's really dry, then I cut out the felt around the back.
So you cut around the paper, glued, and then cut around the felt. You didn't do the paper and the felt at the same time.
No, because actually what I did on some of these, I mean, it's going to be hard to see, but I made the felt, when I put my scissors in to cut the felt around the paper, I angled my scissors just a little bit so that the felt is slightly smaller on the back, so that you don't really see it from the front design.
That's effective, I think.
So again, these were really fun, and
I want to put one of these in my fall smalls. I have one fall small.
I was just like sticking them in things, and they're really pretty. If you have like a pillow or a little doodah, just put a pin in it. You could put it on your project bag.
There's the name of our episode.
And put a pin on it. Just like put a bird on it. Like this would look nice on a project bag.
Put it on my.
Put it on.
Like a boutonniere.
Oh, yes, put a pin on it.
Maybe that's not. No, that's not. It's getting lost on mine.
Okay.
This is my happiest tunic, by the way. I'm definitely taking this tunic to the retreat.
Okay.
Look for me in my flower tunic.
So if you're at the retreat, come say hi and pick something from our gift
and
baskets.
thanks. Commenters have been saying like, I'm going to be at the retreat too. Yeah. So like maybe a dozen people.
Yeah.
So fun.
So that's that. And then other little things, we got a few little stitchy doodahs or little tools.
Yeah, I got fewer of those than I thought I was going to.
I think I ended up with about...
I only have 3.
I think I have 6 different things. One of the things I have is this really cool, it's made by Bowen and it's a seam ripper, but it folds in. So I think I might just kind of be using that to rip out my flora that we talked about last time, and then I'll be like putting it in a bag for somebody else to use. So we did that.
We thought lightly used.
And we got some floss cards for people. And then the last thing is we're just going to do a few that just has maybe some Dove chocolate or some candy.
Yeah. I have a few bags of candy.
It's been really,
really
fun.
Bring those bags, will you, so we can put it
for sure. And if they come in time too, I made us some little stickers. So we'll see. Okay.
Fancy.
So I think we set our goal when we started in July thinking about this. We said, let's make sure it's fun. And it's full of fun.
Pretty.
It's fun and doesn't feel stressful, and I feel like at least I hit that milestone. I really enjoyed it, and like we're done. We're ready. It's Sunday.
In general that's very important to both of us in a lot of contexts of life. Like if we're making a meal, like we want it to be a nice meal, but we don't want it to be like super stressful.
Right.
We want people to feel cozy, want the food to be reasonable, but
right.
Yeah.
And same thing. I feel like these pins are also. Take one, enjoy it, but when you lose it or it breaks, great. Like it's
I don't know about great, but
it's sort of like ephemeral. Like it's nothing precious.
Right.
Okay. All right. Then the next thing is, so I feel like a real newbie because I'm like, if it's something we can participate in, I want to participate in it. And so we both decided we would participate in the smalls exchange.
I'm very excited for it.
I am too. So
although it's one of those steely things, I think you can steal from other people, which I don't usually.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how many people participate, and it's like a 3-hour chunk in the afternoon for it on Friday. But I think that's probably stitching. I wonder if it's sort of something, it's just kind of going on in the background as people.
Yeah, and when your number's picked, you go make your decision or something. Yeah.
I don't think I want. We'll have to see. I'm not sure I'm a stealer.
It's funny because like sometimes I kind of get a kick out of watching that kind of thing from afar, but I don't really like to participate, which I don't know what that says. Because, so whatever. You never, that's the thing. Like, I think I'm going to have some surprises this weekend of my preconceptions, and maybe I'm going to like some things more than I think, or not like some things as much as I think. We'll see.
All right, do you want to do your small first?
Okay. So I had this little tiny thing from last Christmas in my head, which is a Prairie Schooler small tiny pillow. It's on 56 count. So I'm like, I'm going to make my small like a super small.
We haven't seen each other's smalls. Okay, so you're going super small.
So I got this, speaking of Hillside Rookery, Olivia B has this over her shoulder in her little shelf. Murder of Crows by Lottie Da. And so I bought the GMCs, but on 56 count, I like Soisarfine.
Oh, what pretty combination.
I know.
Love
so
those
we have
oranges.
those. And then I just did a little conversion, the best I could with what I had, and then I ordered a brown and a green from
for the
Needle and
Soisarfine
Haystack. So pretty good.
Oh yeah, looks great.
And
oh, Anna.
Here's what
oh, Anna.
Come on, you guys. Isn't that cute? Oh. But we have some rickrack decisions to make.
Because look, there's that tiny little bright orange in the
I actually think it's not quite the right orange, but it's kind of fun. It's kind of happy. It's kind of glowy.
We have to get our faces out to see if they will focus.
Okay.
There. Anna, this is so incredible. Okay. I didn't know if you did that.
No, I did pure walnut shells. No, I wasn't sure. Some people don't like the smell of lavender, so I kept that scent.
Beautiful. Anna, your 56 stitching is just, this is going to be a little like gem for somebody.
That's what I hope. I hope that whoever chooses to keep it is going to feel similarly like, oh, it's this tiny little thing to put in.
You just put it anywhere. Okay, so you want to put some rickrack.
Okay, so I do like the rickrack around this.
Uh-huh.
And I had this fabric, which is more red than orange, if you wouldn't mind showing the back. So leave it like that, which I think is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do a charcoal kind of rickrack, which I think matches the colors really well, front and back.
Mm-hmm.
Or do like a rust colored rickrack, which I think looks fabulous with the front, but not as good with the back because the back is more red.
Okay.
Not that it has to match exactly. So I'd be curious. I actually think I would like any of the options, so I'm not worried about it, but I can't decide. What do you think?
I think, because I actually think it dulls the red. I think this dulls the berries a little bit.
Yeah, so maybe I should have gotten a red rickrack.
I think I would do the gray. Because I like the pop of the red, but I feel like that's more of an orange, and this is more of a red orange.
Yeah. And there are three patterns, and they each have slightly different color berries. So there's even a darker red if you did the trio.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and a trio in this size.
I know. Olivia, come on. I was gonna say I'm gonna show this to you in person, but I won't be able to.
Because you don't get to keep
All right, so that's my small. But anybody who's going to the retreat, this won't come out until we're at the retreat. We were like, we're gonna show our smalls. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put the charcoal on then tonight.
Okay, I still have to get a little bag. It sounds, the other thing I really liked about the small exchange, they're like, don't put anything else in the bag.
I liked that too.
Just because then you could start being like, I'll put a little this and a little that. I am going to put a little card that I am going to say who made it and my story behind it. But they also said if you want to be anonymous, be anonymous. So I thought that was great. Okay. So for mine,
Carolyn, show us yours.
I decided I wanted to do, I'm calling it my Gigi Krista mashup. So here's my...
For Artsy Housewife and Alia book embroidery.
So what I did is I took the motif from one of the Artsy Housewife's pattern. It's Pretty Things, and it's her sampler. And down at the bottom, there's this little watering can of tulips. So I picked that, and it could only be 60 by 60. So that was the first thing I did. And then I wanted to add something from Krista. So from her Everyday Folk book, which I am really enjoying, I picked a border. There was just a border in the back that was only like 6 stitches high, because I think at this point, I think it has to be 60 by 60 at a max, and my height was 50. So I just added a little bit more and then finished it as sort of our signature tile. This really reminds me of a Polaroid too, when I looked at. Put some of the felt on the back and put it in a stand. I stop my felt here so that it doesn't rub when it goes in the stand.
We
just hits the back.
We continue to have questions and comments about these stands, and they have a wide slot because if you go onto Etsy and search stand for stained glass, that's the key word. You'll have a couple of options pop up.
Yeah, I get these from Coon, C-O-O-N, stained glass, and because things for photos are not wide enough.
Right.
I almost wish, I kind of want to see to get some custom made, because I wanted, if we wanted to put a fabric board on the back, like some of your tiles,
which is my preference,
which I kind of like that, then it would need to be a little bit wider.
Well, our brother-in-law is working on that for us at some point.
Oh, he is?
And because he asked me to use a caliper and actually give him the exact width of 2 boards.
Oh, wait, which one?
The one that lives on the East Coast.
Oh, sweet. And then I also, this time I gave myself a bigger border at the bottom. I kind of keep trying to work on that, and it's deeper than you think, so that when it sets in, then it's about, you can see all of the design.
Yeah, that looks really, really
So
great.
this
I just think it's so thoughtful of you to combine both designers' elements. So that's going to be very special for someone.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice kind of memento for the retreat. And I stitched on a 36 count linen, and just, again, I looked at the colors and I had the floss pack so I could sort of look at the colors. Some of them I used the call for, and others I just kind of picked
I still want to do that whole sampler.
from my palette. That was really fun to stitch. I think this whole sampler would be great. And
Maybe on that last thing I got linen from Roxy Flasco, the porcelain linen.
Yeah, because they're very graphic, but also kind of traditional at the same time. I can even
Any
look
white
at those.
in there?
Nope. No. And the colors are bold,
Good.
so they're bolder than the ones I use. All right, so that's our smalls exchange.
Okay.
We're ready for that. And again, it feels so good. It's done. It's FFO'd. I just have to get a little gift bag.
When we got back from vacation, I was like, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make a small in a way where I'm not rushing or feeling stressed, but it happened.
Yeah. And that's pretty much over the last couple of weeks. That's what I was either stitching on the perforated paper or stitching on that little small. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so some other things that we're prepping to get ready for the retreat. We're having so much
I just
fun.
had this image of like, bring 2 brand new project bags so that you can put like Krista's project in one and Gigi's project in the other, and that idea just wouldn't go away. So that's what I did this weekend. And these have
so cute
zippers from Becky, Becky's House of Sewing. She got these big rolls of zippers and then found tabs that would fit them and generously sent me some. So this is the first one.
Anna, so cute.
And I used a tab different color than the zipper.
But it goes with the fabric so well.
And I used the Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch sizes, but it's a top zipper instead of a zipper there. And then I like to do this. The William Morris, it's kind of like graphic on the outside, floral on the inside.
Is putting in a top zipper easier, harder, about the same as putting in Elizabeth Ann, the zipper is in the middle.
About the same.
About the same, okay.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like the top zipper.
Yeah, and then here's my other one. I bought this fabric, I don't know, a couple years ago. I thought I was going to make a dress for a grandchild or a grandniece. So that zipper too has...
Oh, you did the same thing. You did a different colored pull from the zipper itself.
And this one has fabric I've had for a long time. I just love with Portland. It's raindrops and bikes and clouds and...
I think we are going to get rain one day. Do you have a feeling of which project is going to go into which bag, or are you going to let the spirit move you?
I think when I see the first one, I'll pick the bag for that one, and then yes.
I love that idea of bringing fresh project bags.
Those are going in the suitcase. And I was feeling a little low on project bags. Like I have a lot. I don't know how many whips I have. I have a lot of projects that don't have a project bag. So yeah.
Good. I am so excited for the projects, and I'm going to be on those. Okay,
I do like, this is one of the things that might surprise me. I'm thinking like, I'm starting them both this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting when I get them. I'm not saving my Christmas
And then I
presents.
was like, because like sometimes when linen is folded, it gets creases, and I have to iron it, just my personality, before I stitch it. But I'm like, the hotel room should have an iron.
Definitely. Should we bring a spritzer?
Yeah, we'll bring a spritzer. I'm gonna put that on my list. I didn't have a portable light, so I got. This is a light that Nicola of Hands Across the Sea, Nicola, right?
Yes.
Recommended. It's called the Zigzag lamp, and it's made by Native Lighting, and I ordered it from the Fat Quarter Shop, and it is so cool. I do not need a magnifier because I wear magnification in my glasses. This is
Incredibly
the size
elegant
of it, and it opens and opens, hence the name Zigzag, and it pops up, and it's so heavy you can really put it at the edge of a table and angle it different ways, and it has 3 different settings for the light.
And I'm just realizing when you take that piece up, you have a well. You could even put some things there.
Can I see your little pillow?
Candies. You can put your cross-stitch small in there.
That would be so fun. Okay, I'm gonna maybe bring some sort of like little small that I can just put in there as my decorative
I love it.
element. So I'm very happy with this purchase, and the quality seems great, and it's so portable. And then they've already warned us that we won't have a plug. So my husband has like one of these like battery bricks. So we'll bring that. So if it runs out of gas during the day, we can do that. So very, very excited for that. And it's really so portable and elegant. So that was my purchase for prep.
That's a good looking product.
Yeah, super excited. Other than that, then I think I'm just gonna bring my regular stitching tray and my scissors. Like I don't have like a full on spread. I think I'm pretty minimal. How about you? Are you gonna bring any?
I'm just gonna bring what I have beside me as I
Yeah.
stitch, which is a little thing like this that I rest my scissors on. And I actually use 2 little bowls, one for orts and one for my needles. So I might bring my 2 little bowls. I'll just wrap them in socks or something.
Yeah, I use the little bowl too. I'm gonna bring a carry-on for my crafting stuff.
Like just in case something happens with your luggage, or just because there's less handling of it?
I think I just like to have all my crafting stuff together in one place. So yeah, and it's on my. Well, I'll definitely check my bag, and then I'll have that.
Great.
I'm not putting any chance in not having this. And I think I don't know if the battery charger. I think that can't go in your.
I think
has to go with
that
you.
would be in the category of bring it with you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Anna, what projects are you going to bring?
All right, Fronica Beeler, which is the Not Forgotten Farm sampler that I'm like, could I finish it in September? I haven't put a stitch in it yet, so I'm going to bring that. It only has 4 colors. I feel like it's expressing something that's important to me this year, which is my Not Forgotten Farm
Oh yeah. So
feast. Then I want to, after stitching all these little smalls from the Floral Motif Sampler, I want to start the Floral Motif Sampler. And I never do the border all the way around, but it's a regular border. And I'm like, I'm going to bring that for my, like, I don't have to think stitching, because I don't have any, I couldn't think of anything where I just have fill in.
Okay, so the Floral Motif Sampler, is that the one where friends and you do half and then you share it
No,
with
that's
half?
the berry bowl one.
Oh, that's the berry bowl.
The one is just like lots of pots of flowers.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds great.
And then the last thing I'm going to bring is a possible new start, which is another Not Forgotten Farm pattern. I think I held it up last time. It's called Merry Harvest. And so I cut my linen last night and I zigzagged the edges of the fabric, and that's all set. And
Awesome.
All DMC.
Awesome.
Carolyn, what will you bring?
Okay, so I'm going to bring the number one thing I really want to work on there, and I have it housed in Becky's House of Sewing, one of her project bags, and it is my Peacorn Unicorn and Badger, this one right here. So I will definitely be bringing on this. I'm so excited to meet Becky in person, and she and I are both working on this project, and that's in fact how I think we initially connected, is that we were both working on it on Instagram. And I think I might ask Becky if she's up for it to put a few stitches in mine.
Cool.
And it doesn't have to be a lot, but just having a little bit of her in my stitching would be great. And this is wonderful because it has a lot of fill-in, a lot of different things. So that's one project I'm going to bring.
Great.
The other project I'm going to bring is I am going to bring my Flora, which is an artsy housewife design. I thought it'd be fun to stitch on this while I'm there. I also have some ripping to do that I told you in the last episode. I have not done any of it. So I might do ripping or be like...
Because you've been busy with other things, or because you're dreading it?
Oh no, because I've been busy with
Okay.
it. So I haven't even stitched on it since then. But maybe it might be the thing, like just passing around the table. Will you rip out a few stitches for me? No, I'll rip it out. That's
Speaking
no problem.
of that, I know that at the retreat in the information there was a brag table or something, and then it said bring.
Oh,
You're supposed to primarily bring artsy housewife.
No, you can bring anything you want. I
Okay.
think. But I think I am going to bring my 2. We're looking at them right here. Those 2 framed artsy housewives.
Will you bring Bun Bun too?
Think I should bring that?
Well,
even though it's not framed though.
Somebody asked specifically, someone who's going to the
Oh,
retreat
okay,
said,
yeah.
Carolyn, will you bring Bun Bun?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will. And then my last thing is in fact, I might start this tonight. I want to start, I have not yet started my Frisian Small, so I haven't done my August one yet, which is this one. So great. And I have everything prepped for that. I went ahead and cut my linen into different pieces, and I'm doing it with the blue, which is Great Lakes.
Great. I think that's my favorite. Our first design is my favorite design.
It is.
I think I just like the birds.
Yeah. I'm really excited to start that. So those are my projects I'm going to bring. But listen, I probably will drop everything when we get our projects on Saturday. Looks like we get those on Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm digging in. I've been really following what Krista West things she just on Instagram, and I've been this close to like ordering because some of her designs I've just really like. But I'm like, I'm gonna wait and just see first of all what our project is, and then also if she brings any kits with her. I don't have any. I don't know if they're gonna bring anything with them, but it would be fun to see them in person.
I've had the same thought.
And purchase directly from her there.
Well, we talked about a podcast interview with Krista West last episode, and she talks about how she plans out her Instagram. She is very regular, and I think her photography and just sort of like the rotation that she does in her Instagram feed, really nice.
She talks about putting together, she calls it a theme calendar, so she knows for a week or for a month what the theme of her different posts are going to be. And then she says she's worked a lot on photography, but she says it takes the decision fatigue away from her, where she just knows, oh, today's Monday, I'm going to be focusing on a kit, or today's Monday, I'm going to do a home style, whatever her themes are.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Okay. So Anna, we're pretty ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready. We still have to pack.
A few school days.
A little bit of work.
And then
one thing I love when I get ready for a trip, I open up my planner and I do like a full page spread of like check boxes of everything to bring in different categories. What am I going to pack? I love making those lists so much. And then when you get everything checked off and you're like, I'm ready to go. So I'm going to do that later today, is get my packing list together.
Have fun.
Okay. All right. Thumbs up.
I actually put an umbrella on my packing list today.
Ooh, good call. Okay, I'm doing the same thing.
Rain.
That's right, but there is rain, I think, on one of the days. Chance of rain.
Watch, we're probably never going to go outside. We're like, oh yeah, we're going to need walks. Oh yeah, we're going to go out and get dinner.
I love it.
It's a huge hotel, so there's got to be a restaurant in the hotel.
I'm super excited about also the evening stitching. It sounds like 7 o'clock on. It's just like, it's open.
That's
stitching.
one of my question marks because I go to bed really early.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
And then I'm like, do I bring portable speakers? Like, do people put music on? Do we dance? Can we bring a
Curious Crafters?
Can we bring our glass of beer down for that?
I did wonder about that. If you want a little sip of something.
Are you able to bring it?
I don't know if that's...
We'll
find out.
I actually seriously thought dancing could be kind of fun.
Who's with us?
All right, Anna, thumbs up.
Thumbs up. First thing on my list is just the friendliness and the warmth of my 30-something-year-old colleagues. That's who I was with at the soccer game last night. I just appreciate their energy and their openness to things. And I think as I get older, I just really appreciate it when someone younger just still includes me or still...
Don't you remember though too when you were younger, I know I had some friends that were older. And it was just very natural and really fun. It's kind of like having a mom, not like a mom, but it's not like, right? You can hear somebody else's experience without it being your parent.
Right. So hopefully it goes both ways. But anyway, I'm also sitting in a different office at school this year, and I'm with a bunch of new people in that age range. And I know part of it is because I have so much fun with my own children and nieces and nephews who are in that age range.
Gen 3.
Yes. So I've just been having a lot of fun with my younger colleagues. Although, really, I'm like one of the oldest people at school now.
I know.
It's just true.
It is true. Yeah.
My second thumbs up is, particularly this weekend, just hours of sewing at the dining room table. You put in a zipper and you go change the laundry, you sew some seams, you go vacuum. I mean, I just have been enjoying interspersing my weekend chores with just, the dining room table. I tend to just go like on the dining room table and kind of work step by step through things. So
she has a huge big dining room table and sort of just their house's big open floor plan. So it really is conducive to even like having different zones, like your cutting zone, your stitching zone.
And with our children being adult, I probably could change a bedroom into a craft room, but I like I'm a little claustrophobic, and I think being in a bedroom compared to a lot of California houses just have sort of floor to ceiling windows in the living room, dining room area, and that big cherry table. I just like that deal.
It's primo. It's primo.
And then, okay, so we toasted a brand new baby last video, baby N, and her older sister, toddler C, is just talking a lot about her family. So
that's so cute.
Anybody else have this Fisher Price from back in the day? They're not sold anymore because I guess they're choking hazards, but she'll say like, baby N, dada, mama, me.
Oh, that's so cute.
And just every time she comes over, she picks 4 of the people.
I like that this is daddy.
Yeah, mama looks like she's like taking care of biz, and dada is like
I'll play baseball.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's so just cute. I just get, and I'm sure she's just really processing like I have a sibling in her toddler way.
When our second child was born, James would have been not quite 2 years, and he kept saying like we'd go like, okay, we're gonna go out for a walk. All the guys going? I'm like, we're like, yeah, we're taking Kevin to all the guys. But that was his, who'd always ask, all the guys?
That is so cute.
Like this fear of like, we're going to leave the little baby behind. Yes, all the guys. Oh, sweet, Anna.
All right, Carolyn, your thumbs up?
My thumbs up. My first thumbs up is last night at the Bay FC soccer game. I was on the Jumbotron, not once, but twice. Okay, the first time, and I'll put it up here, it was behind my head, but I knew it was me because I'm enthusiastically waving my flag. And the second time, every game, they do something called the selfie cam, and my husband and I, we try every game. He's got his camera up, the selfie, we're giving the selfie look, and we were on this time.
And my group was like, should we try it? Should we try it? And I'm looking up and I'm like, wait a minute, there's my sister.
So but the funny thing was John's camera was doing the selfie, but he loves taking pictures. And as soon as he sees we're on the selfie cam, he starts to take his camera to take a picture of us. And I'm like, dude, that's our selfie right there. So you can tell. I think this is something that's part of the human condition, because at any sporting event, if you see yourself on the Jumbotron, people get so excited, like they don't know, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, it's me. So that was really fun.
Yeah, so I've seen a kiss cam a lot.
And we know about the notorious kiss cam.
Yes.
Right.
But during COVID, I was at a Giants baseball game, and instead of the kiss cam, they did, I can't remember, I don't think it was called the Lion King cam, but basically it was people holding their children up like this, like the iconic scene in the Lion King. So funny, you guys. So funny.
Okay, that's really good. My second thumbs up is I have a picture of me here. Is over Labor Day weekend. This is our 4th year going with some of our sisters and their families. We go up to Lassen National Park, and this is me at the top of Lassen Peak. Anna's husband, I think when we were all kind of turning 60 in that age range, he's a year younger than me, exactly to the day. He was saying, we all need to think about what we want to do when we're 70, and then make sure these 10 years in our 60s, we're preparing for that. And I am going to turn 65 in November, and my thing when I'm 70 is I want to be able to hike to the top of that Lassen Peak.
I want you to describe what kind of hike it is.
It's pretty steep, but it's slow and steady. It's fine, but it gets really windy because you're up on this, it goes over 10,000 feet, and it is barren, and the wind, if it kicks up, like literally it could like almost blow you over. Like I'm so happy it was blowing me like into the hillside, and the path is really great, but it does get rocky at the top. I mean, but you can see I'm like totally bundled up with my leg.
Congratulations, it's good.
So, and it felt really good. I did it about 3 years ago, and then I did it, and I'm like, still totally doable. Like, and fun was not like, was holding hard in the good way that hiking is hard. I had no like concern I was never going to make it to the top. So things are looking good, everybody. When I'm 70, I really would love to still be able to do that hike.
Love it.
So thumbs up. And then finally, I just want to kind of bring back to our toast. There's something about the cross stitch community that there's just this idea of sharing kindness that it still is surprising in a really positive way to me. And we just had a viewer, Carol, just sent us a really nice note. I haven't actually showed this to Anna yet. And included 3 beautiful skeins of floss.
Pretty.
And just, it just was really kind. So Carol, thank you. And her palette, I'm like, oh girl, I love this palette. So I can't wait to, I think we should try to like pick something to stitch with this palette.
One more needlebook.
So just thumbs up.
So nice.
To just spreading kindness and generosity, and doesn't take a lot to really make somebody's day, like opening up a nice note with 3 skeins of floss. So thank you, Carol. All right, everybody.
We're under an hour. Really unusual. It's all that excitement about the retreat.
I know, I'm so excited. The next time you hear from us, we'll have the retreat under our belt. Who knows, like, do we want to try to vlog, do a little updates?
I think the best I'm going to do is a few photos and
Okay.
maybe something in our stories.
Probably.
Honestly, that's probably because
Actually, let's try to put some pictures in stories. I think that's a nice way to kind of keep people updated.
I feel always, as I think about it, I feel like I'm going to a wedding reception. I just keep imagining a big ballroom with a bunch of round tables and a bunch of friendly people. So there has to be dancing.
That's why I think we have like a little like Sonos speakers. I think I might bring the speakers.
Okay.
And it might just be me dancing, but that's all right. All right. So
dance with you.
oh, thank you, Anna. Until next time,
Happy crafting.
stay curious. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Should we just trust the process and not practice? You know what I mean?
You mean like color-wise?
Yeah. Do you feel good?
Let's see if the IPA looks right.
Looks good. All right, ready?
Yes.